and welcome to Bethan's Kitchen and Garden. Today I am in neither the kitchen or the garden. I'm in my conservatory because I wanted to show you my new grow lighting cabinet, which I've just recently put together. So I first of all need to say a huge thank you to Carl from Phillipstown No-Dig Allotments. If you don't follow him, I'll put a link above, and if you click on that link it will take you to his website, because he very kindly gave me this Spider Farmer SF1000, I think it was, yeah, that's what it is, this SF1000 Spider Farmer. So I'm really excited to start my seeds off with it because well, it's such a exciting time, isn't it, to start your first seedlings of the year. And what I've done is, this is an old baby changing unit which we no longer need because my children are now 6 and 4, so they don't need it. So I have, in the good old garden tradition, I have repurposed it, and it should provide a bit of room for my seedlings to get off to a great start. So I'll just I'll show you around the cabinet, and then I'll talk you through what I'm going to do next. But thank you very much, Carl. Thank you so much for the light. I really appreciate it. I can't wait. Right, let's go. So here's the light. When I was looking in the booklet, it needs to be, said, about 30 inches from the seedlings. I don't think this is quite 30 inches, but I needed to leave a little bit of clearance on the top. This was the shelf that fitted in the middle here. You can see the holes. So what I've done, or actually my husband did this the other night, when I was doing tea. I just did a load of banging and clunking, and when I came in, he'd done all this for me, which was really kind of him. Thank you very much, Mike. He's very good to me sometimes. So yes, so he hung this for me, and it has an on-off switch. These, I believe, are so that you can chain some together. So if I had more cabinets and more lights, I could change them together. And then this is the maximum and minimum light, you know, the intensity of the light. And that's about as far as my scientific knowledge goes. So what I need to do now is I need to put some of this silver foil. I just need to sellotape it in so I can get as much light shining around on the plants as I can. So that is what I will be getting on with now. I'll bring you back and show you what it's looking like once I've foiled it all up. Foiled again, and go nuts now. And we shall sow some things this afternoon, and well, hopefully this afternoon. However, there is some homeschooling going on, so these things take a lot longer these days than they normally would. But I'm going to foil it up. I'll bring you back, show you what it's looking like with the foil on and the light on, and then we'll do a little bit of sowing. Righto, guys, I hope you got your sunglasses on. So I've done the doors, and I've done all around there, and the shelf that's supporting the light. I think I've done as much as I can do. That will not be shown when the door is closed. Similarly, the other side. So yeah, if I stand back, that will be my grow unit. And then on top, I've got a heated propagator, a couple of heated propagators that I can just leave on top. And hopefully the light from the conservatory will be enough to get the seedlings in those propagators started. But let's go and have a look now at what seeds I need to grow. I've sorted out what seeds I want to get going at the moment, and it may look a lot, But all this front row, tarragon, amaranth, marjoram, broccoli, cress and basil, these are all going to be microgreens, and I'm going to grow them in not them, these over here. So I'll just fill them up with compost and sprinkle the top with full of seeds. And then similarly, the beetroot I want to get started as well, because I think that will do okay, and that can go out into the ground mid-February, March time with a bit of fleece over the top. My celeriac, that's a long growing season, so I want to get that going. I'm not going to grow aubergine. I was umming and ahhing about whether to grow aubergine, and I've decided I would rather grow more tomatoes than aubergine, because we don't eat that much. So if anybody does want aubergine, then please let me know and I shall send you some. Lemongrass, I'll just do a couple of them. Tumbling tomatoes, again, I'll just do a couple of them. I want to see if I can grow them inside in the conservatory. Then I got some peppers, the long wet ones, and the small plant ones. Lettuce, I need to get that going. And leeks, it's usually the time of year to get leeks underway. And my chilies. So I'm not going to show you every single seed that I'm going to sow. I'm just going to show you single sowing and multi-sowing. So I'm just making indents in the soil, small indents. The rule of thumb, no pun intended, is that you go the depth of the seed. So if you've got a small seed, you don't need to cover it much. If you've got a large seed, you just cover it twice the seed size, or dig the hole twice the seed size. So I've got some lettuce here. This is the marvel of all season. I don't know what this is like. I've not tried it before. So if I just show you there. And then I'm just going to put one, don't know if you can see that, one in every indent. Quite a lot of the time I sow my lettuce seeds in seed trays, so I just do a scattering of them. But because it's going into mine, it's not a grow tent, is it? Like a grow unit, I suppose. Then I kind of want to maximise the space as much as I can. So I've put, well actually I'm going to put two in, just so that if they germinate, if one doesn't germinate, maybe the other will. And then I'm just going to put a tiny scattering of soil over the top. My hands would be better. You can also use vermiculite to do this, which is handy because then you can sort of see where the difference between your soil is, so you know where to look for your seedlings essentially. Tap it down and then a spray. This was watered before as well, so it just needs a light spray over the top. Similarly with the multi-sown, I'm just going to put 5 or 6 into each hole that I've made. so that I should get a good chance of getting 3 or 4 leeks coming up. So I've got a few leek seeds left over there, and what I'll do with these is I'll find a deep pot and I'll just scatter them over the top with a bit of soil over the top of them and see how they get on like that, and then I will grow them on as single leeks either for next winter, so I'll leave them to become largish leeks, or I'll take them as baby leeks, which is sometimes quite nice around May, June time to make like a tart or something with some baby leeks. So I'll get on with doing the rest of these seeds now, and I'll bring you back when I've put them all in my seed station, my grow unit, and I can show you what's occurring then. And here it all is, all sown and put into the grow unit. So there's lettuce there, beetroot there. At the back is the multi-sown leeks you saw me do. Then I've got a row of celeriac here, 5 stations of pepper, 4 stations of dwarf pepper plants. Then at the back are the 2 tumbling toms, and the rest in here are chilies. And then I've got some lemongrass, some celeriac, and leeks. I got 2 pots of leeks. They are the same variety, Musselburgh, but they were from different packets. So I'm seeing if these ones will come up, because the date on them was quite old. So that'll be a good experiment to see. Here are the microgreens that I planted. I haven't covered them. I've just left them on top of the soil, or the compost rather, and the compost was used compost because they don't really need many nutrients to get going. And I'll be eating them young, so they won't need the nutrients to go. So I've just put them on in old compost, and I've got some dill and chives on the go over there, and then this side I got this is Griff's little home learning science experiment to see what happens with cress, and a broad bean which is chitting is on some wet toilet paper, kitchen paper, and there's some coriander. So thank you very much for joining me. That's it from me for today. I'm very pleased to have got my grow unit all up and running. And again, thank you very much, Carl, for the light. I probably wouldn't have got round to getting a light myself this year. So thank you so much for your generosity. And you also give me some rubble netting as well. And some long pots to grow beans and things in. So I did really well there. Thank you very much, Carl. And I'll update you in maybe 7 to 10 days to see if anything is grown. And what I'll do is I will knock the light off when I go to bed in the night and put it on first thing in the morning. I won't leave it on for 24 hours. So that's going to be my approach. So thank you very much, and any suggestions on growing in that would be gratefully received. Thank you very much, and I'll hopefully catch you next time. All I can say about that is lovely job.